everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time or you are a returning viewer and have not yet done so, please click that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. So Loki Season 1 has just wrapped up its first season on Disney Plus, and we got the confirmation at the end of that season that we are going to be getting a season 2 of the series. So there may be some slight spoilers or in this article about the season 1 of Loki. So if you've not seen it in its entirety, please check out now and come back after you've seen season 1 of Loki. But if you've seen it, by all means, let's go on ahead and check out the news that the director of the first season has announced she will not, I repeat, not be returning for season 2. So let's go check that over here from Screen Rant. Loki director Kate Herron has confirmed she will not return for Loki season 2. Marvel Studios' third Disney Plus series brought Tom Hiddleston back as the God of Mischief after Avengers Endgame. The 6-episode first season followed in the footsteps of WandaVision and The Falcon and Winter Soldier of being very well received, but Loki's ending managed to stick the landing better than its predecessors. This could be because the show wasn't setting up a future movie, but rather a second season. There were rumors of Loki Season 2 happening for some time, but Marvel Studios waited until Loki's post-credits scene to confirm the news. The brief tag put a new spin on Marvel's practice of confirming characters will return in future projects, as a Time Variance Authority stamp said Loki will return in Season 2, as pictured right here. Tom Hiddleston is officially returning for the series for the next batch of episodes, and other cast members like Sophia DiMartino, Owen Wilson, Gugu Bakhtara, I think that's how you say that, and Wunmi Mosaku. Boy, I can't pronounce names at all tonight. Should be back as well. The main cast should be returning. One person involved with Loki who won't be back for season 2, though, is director Kate Herron. The director helmed all 6 episodes of Loki's first season and stayed involved with the show throughout its extended production period caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Herron confirmed in a statement to Deadline that her time with Loki is done and she will not be back for season 2. Quote, "I'm not returning. I always planned to be just on for this, and to be honest, season 2 wasn't in the, that's something that just came out, and I'm so excited. I'm really happy to watch it as a fan next season, but I just think I'm proud of what we did here, and I've given it my all. I'm working on some other stuff yet to be announced." Herron's departure for Loki Season 2 marks the first major creative change for the MCU show's future. She did an excellent job with all aspects of the series, so whoever is brought aboard to replace her will have a very high bar to match. The fact that this decision is already made could be a sign of how fast Marvel wants to move on the next season. Although Herron is not returning for Loki Season 2, she isn't discounting the possibility of returning to the MCU later on. She mentioned in this interview that she loves working with Marvel and would love to do so again if the right project comes up, which is interesting because a lot of people online seem to think that maybe she was upset at Marvel and that's why she was leaving and quitting. It seems like they didn't read the entire article, I suppose. I don't know a whole lot of details about everything she exactly said, but that's good to know. At least she's willing to work with them again. We'll see. Since Herron directed all 6 episodes of Loki's first season, there are no obvious candidates to step in and tackle season 2. It will also be fascinating to see if Marvel sticks with the single director approach for season 2 or utilizes several filmmakers. Other Disney Plus shows like The Mandalorian and Marvel's upcoming Ms. Marvel series use multiple directors to varying degrees. Loki season 2 could take that approach to lessen the burden on a single creator and give the next season a completely different feel. Head writer Michael Waldron is expected to be involved in Loki season 2. That's the most important thing. And in some capacity too. So at least the show's main creative team won't entirely change, because Michael Waldron has also been tapped to, write for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, that this show is very heavily involved in setting up. So it makes a lot of sense to get him back for sure. So the director, as long as we can tell the stories that are being written very effectively, I think it's going to be okay. It's definitely a sad thing to see, though, for director Kate Herron not returning for Loki season 2. It's a shame. But again, when they probably just, set this show up, it seems like they probably just said, all right, we're going to do this one season, and they didn't quite know if they were going to do season 2 or not, because obviously WandaVision, was kind of a set, it stood alone on its own, and it doesn't necessarily require a sequel season. Same with The Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know if we're going to get more seasons. That one lends itself to more seasons in general, but WandaVision did not. And I'm sure that when they thought about Loki and a lot of these shows, they didn't quite know how much they were going to continue, because Marvel Studios has got a lot on their plate with different characters they're trying to introduce and storylines they're trying to do. It's a lot, and we're getting Marvel almost every single week of the year as it is. Do you want to have multiple different seasons of multiple different shows and all these movies run at the same time? That's a lot for one studio to tackle. So I can understand maybe why they didn't confirm all this with her beforehand, and now they've recently decided they want to go with Loki season 2. So it makes sense that Kate Herron probably had other projects lined up and is working on other things. So hopefully one day we'll see her back, because she did do an outstanding job with this series. It's one of my favorites so far. We've only had 3 at this point, but to me, the way it ended, especially as the article mentions, it stuck the landing and did a great job of setting up the future of the MCU in general. So I think that's a good thing. I can't wait to see where the MCU as a whole is going to be going based on the way the finale of season 1 of Loki ended. So with that being said, kudos to Kate Herron for pulling off that difficult task of setting up the larger MCU storyline. That is not easy for anyone to pull off, and I'm glad she did an excellent job there. So hopefully one day we'll see her back, and maybe she can get, involved in a Loki season 3 or, some other sort of crazy time travel storyline, because obviously we've got a lot of them going on with the multiverse and things like that coming up. So I think that she could be a great hand for the MCU moving forward if they decide to have her back, and if she wants to come back as well. If she's busy doing other stuff, more power to her. I'm glad that she contributed to the MCU the way she did, and I'm glad it turned out just as good as it did. So the real question here is, guys, though, what do you guys think about the fact that the Loki director, Kate Herron, will not be returning for season 2? Are you disappointed? Are you thinking that it's going to be okay as long as the writer stays on, as it sounds like he's going to, and things like that? Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content right here on this channel. And until my next video, guys, take care.